We just banned China from buying in the Florida housing market. And whether you agree or disagree is totally irrelevant because the law just passed. And while I am 1000% a fan of free market capitalism, the Chinese government isn't. And if there's one thing I'm certain of, it's that the Chinese government is far more unified and far more intelligent than our current administration. And they've been playing the long game for years. And I'm not going to get into some big conspiracy theory as to what could happen, although I think everybody already knows what could happen. The state of Florida put their foot down. And rather than me give you my opinion on what I think is happening, let's have Jay Collins, who is the state senator, tell us in his own words.
And this is groundbreaking legislation. Senate Bill 264 just passed, 38-0 in the Senate. We're going to be waiting for it to move to the House and then off to the desk of America's governor. This bill is very straightforward. It does a few things. It focuses on critical infrastructure, making sure that countries of concern can't purchase land around those critical pieces of infrastructure. Think airports, spaceports, seaports, gas, power, those critical nodes of infrastructure. It also makes sure that the CCP, the PRC, can't buy real property here in the free state of Florida. We got to make sure that we maintain our stability, our strategic interests moving forward. It also makes sure that countries of concern cannot buy ag land. Our ag land is of utmost importance. Farmers are having a hard time right now. We can't continue to cripple our farmers by letting other nations purchase that farmland. It does a couple of other things as well. It makes sure that data being housed outside of our country is only maintained in Canada, the U.S., and our territories for those relevant, sensitive records. And then lastly, I just want to say it's an absolute privilege after 23 years as a Green Beret serving our country to be able to shore up our national defense by making sure that Florida remains free and we protect our critical infrastructure in this great state.
Now, to be abundantly clear, it hasn't been signed into law yet. It was passed in the Senate. The terms of this potential ban are being negotiated as we speak. And there are a heck of a lot of folks that think this is completely discriminatory. And they're probably right. But given the current state of the world and the economic and global crises that exist, and the fact that many of the countries that are in question in this legislation don't allow America to do almost anything within their borders, this to me seems like a common sense move that should have been done a long time ago. And to be abundantly clear, I am all for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm all for free speech. I'm all for all the freedoms that exist within the United States. And best I can tell, the best export that Florida has is freedom. And with that in mind, I'd like to invite you to something that I am extremely excited about, which is my exclusive members only content. And while I'm certainly not going to exclude or ban anybody from this channel, because I'm committed to sharing the truth about what's happening in the housing market in each and every metro within the state of Florida and every city that exists within my hyperlocal market, in order to empower you to make the best decisions for yourself, for your family, and for your financial bottom line. But some of the recent changes that have happened within the terms of service on this platform, I have realized could potentially put me, my family, and my financial bottom line at risk. And so on a moving forward basis, I will read every comment, but I will only reply to members' comments. And I will also do deep dive members only exclusive live streams to cover whatever the questions are in detail. And please understand that I love and respect every single one of you, and I appreciate all of your views. I will read all of your comments, but I have learned that there are some folks out there that are not necessarily my biggest fan, and my replies to comments have put me, my family, and my financial bottom line at risk. And the last thing I want anybody to do is be at risk. So I hope you will join, because honestly, the engagement and the conversations that happen in the comment section are one of the things I enjoy most about making this content. Now, to be abundantly clear, I will read every single comment that comes in. I will reply to members only. If you have questions or concerns and want me to address them, you are welcome, and I encourage you to reach out via text or email, and I will reply to you privately. And if you're thinking about buying or selling really anywhere, please reach out directly because we would love to help. So please become a member, check out my next video because I suspect you'll love it a lot. And until next time, peace.